The Twilight Zone may be best remembered for its thought-provoking twists and allegories, but when it leaned into horror, it did so with a psychological edge that still chills to this day. Here's a list of the 10 scariest episodes of the original Twilight Zone series, 1959 to 1964, with what makes each one so haunting. 10. The Jungle, Season 3, Episode 12. A man dismisses an African curse placed on him after a business trip. That night, the city feels off. Things move in the shadows. Animal noises echo from nowhere. And then, something begins to stalk him. It's eerie, primal horror with a supernatural edge, simple, atmospheric, and unsettling. 9. The Dummy, Season 3, Episode 33. Ah yes, the creepy ventriloquist dummy trope, before it was a trope. A washed-up performer is convinced his dummy is alive. Is he crazy? Or is the dummy pulling the strings? That final twist is nightmare fuel, especially if you've ever been unsettled by anything with glass eyes and a plastic grin. 8. Perchance to Dream, Season 1, Episode 9. A man is terrified of falling asleep because he believes if he dreams again, he'll die. What follows is a fever dream of surreal visuals and psychological tension, including a nightmare carnival and a seductive woman named Maya. It's dream horror at its finest, like a proto-nightmare on Elm Street. 7. The Hitchhiker, Season 1, Episode 16. That lonely road, that stranger who just keeps reappearing. This one's all about existential horror and mounting dread. The repetition, the isolation, the quiet inevitability of the ending, it all taps into something deeply human and deeply chilling. 6. The Howling Man, Season 2, Episode 5. A man finds refuge in a monastery during a storm, where monks claim they've imprisoned the devil himself. He thinks they're crazy, until he opens the door. Gothic horror, creepy atmosphere, and that terrifying reveal make this one a standout. Pure, you were warned nightmare energy. 5. 22, Season 2, Episode 17. A woman keeps having the same dream in a hospital, a nurse, a morgue, and the chilling line, room for one more, honey. This one's shot on videotape, cheaper at the time, which only makes it feel more real and raw. The build-up is relentless, and the punchline sticks with you forever. 4. The After Hours, Season 1, Episode 34. A woman visits a department store, only to realize something's terribly wrong. The mannequins seem to know her. This is retail horror done right, with surreal pacing and one of the creepiest uses of mannequins on TV. It's the uncanny valley before the uncanny valley was a buzzword. 3. Mirror Image, Season 1, Episode 21. A woman at a bus station begins to suspect her doppelganger is trying to replace her. No gore, no ghosts, just a slow psychological spiral into paranoia and identity loss. Vera Miles sells every moment, and it taps into a very specific fear: what if I don't own my own reality anymore? 2. Living Doll, Season 5, Episode 6. Telly Savalas plays a cruel stepfather who meets his match in Talkie Tina, a doll that begins to speak back, with threats. The setup is simple, but the execution is so tight, and the idea of something so sweet turning so cold is deeply unnerving. A spiritual ancestor to Chucky, and arguably more subtle and disturbing. 1. Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, Season 5, Episode 3. William Shatner. A thunderstorm. A gremlin on the wing. And no one believes him. This is Panic Manifest, and it's filmed in such a tight, claustrophobic way that the viewer feels just as trapped as he does. The gremlin suit might look hokey by today's standards, but the psychological fear of isolation, madness, and powerlessness is as sharp as ever.